work itself has changed, and it continues to change. Research conducted by Gartner reported over 80% of executives intend to let their employees work remotely for at least part of the time. Can you imagine if somebody had said that to you 2 years ago? Why don't you let some of your people work remote part of the time? And that survey is supported by LinkedIn and other research and consulting firms. And the reason you're going to end up doing that is because millennials and Gen Z are part of the workforce. Now, the interesting thing is Gen Z likes to work on site. Millennials are the ones that are driving the remote work, the hybrid arrangement, but they are the largest population. My population used to be the biggest one, the baby boomers. The millennials are the largest population worldwide. And by the way, that's why we're not really in a recession, because of the buying power of the millennials. Everybody throws that word around because some companies have had layoffs. They laid off people that they overhired. And who's laying off? The technical companies, because guess what? Research and development is everything to them. They have to let go of people that don't have the new skill sets. And are they beefing up people doing R&D in the areas of, artificial intelligence? Of course they are. And so that doesn't mean that we're in a recession. You're going to face new challenges, though, with the remote or hybrid workforce. According to a survey published by SHRM, most companies and executives said it's been challenging to maintain morale, company culture, and productivity. And at the conference I was just at, it was interesting because they had someone speaking that was showing how you can actually track engagement. I mean, and they're actually tying it into how your brain works. And we were born helpless. We're the only species out there that when we're born, we're helpless. When you look at animals that are born, giraffes stand up almost immediately after they're born. When you and I were born, we were helpless. On the other hand, we were created to interact with other people. We weren't created to be alone. And that's why there's so many difficulties. Even people that do well working totally remote, they're missing out on the instant collaboration, and they're realizing many of their peers are being promoted quicker. And so again, there's a whole new set of problems when you have a hybrid or a remote workforce, especially maintaining your company culture. And your culture, think about this a moment. Your culture is not what's on your website. It's what your employees say behind your back. And how do you feel about your company culture? Because most executives that I've interacted with over the years, you don't necessarily quit your company. Often you're quitting the person that you're answering to, or you just don't fit in the culture anymore. It's just not a fit for you. Your core values don't align. Where you want to go is not where the company is going. When employees work remotely, there's a lack of that spontaneous collaboration, and it's that isolation that often causes turnover. So if you don't want individuals to be totally remote, you're trying to show the benefit of, working in an office and working remote. Talk about the promotability, that instant collaboration, that is so valuable.